Hey, good morning. This is Mr. Kabilski. I'm going to go through just a brief setup for the 801 lab. You can see you should be starting it today. Here's your course information. It's actually, again, going to be due on Monday. So if you go over to the content, you can get information on this. This is what it's going to look like. You have instructions here, which is going to, I'm going to update this a little bit. So you'll have some information here, and you'll actually, in the very first area, you're going to have some updated information here very shortly. But if you go through your content, which I'll take you back there, you're going to go through the information here, orientation in the lesson, and then the lab, there's a video in here that you needed to watch. It's a short video, but if you go into here, this is where your lab report is, and the lab report is going to look a lot like, is it this one? No, it's the other one. Here we go. It's going to look a lot like this, where it's going to walk you through and explain what's going on. Here's the link to the lab. It's going to be, it is worth 35 points, and what we're going to be doing is measuring at various distances, Elodea, the production of photosynthesis in Elodea, which is a kind of a seaweed. You're going to be using a virtual lab. So the nice thing about a virtual lab, again, is you can change the variables, you can reset it, you can do the lab experiment several times if you run into issues in order to get valid data. But we're going to be counting the number of bubbles in the experiments using a variety of variables, and actually that's going to be light is going to be the main one that we're going to use. I ask you to complete a hypothesis, and then I ask you to go through and you're going to measure the light and the effect of light on the plant and photosynthesis production at a variety of different distances. And then I ask you to do some graphing, and the graphing is really important for the higher level course that you guys are taking. You're going to need that probably in chemistry and other courses, so that's one of the requirements. Out of 35 points, the graph is worth 10 points. And again, this is a lab, so if you're not understanding how to do something, if you don't know labeling, okay, go to the web. Find out, do a search on the browser, contact Mr. Kabilski about what's going on. I'm here to help. Now, next week I'm going to be out at OGT, so I won't be able to help other than by a K-mail. We will have no Class Connect tomorrow. Next week. We'll have no office hours on Monday, unfortunately. That's the way it worked out, but it did, you can still have access to me, just not quite the same format. So let's go back over to this lab. And what you're going to do is you're going to go through the instructions, excuse me, and you're going to read up, understand what is going on. Then you're going to go back to the lab, which is over here, and you're changing the light intensity. Now for this one, I really wish they would have it be all the way closer. You could see more of an effect, but you're going to start off and you're going to measure the light intensity at a variety of distances. So your distance starts off at, let's see what that is. That is about 200, is that centimeters? That's 200 centimeters all the way down to, or millimeters, I'm sorry, all the way down to 100. And you're going to break it up in 5 different increments based on how you think. And then once you get to this point, you're going to, I would suggest go to a full screen, and then you're going to start your experiment. When you start it, you're going to get a different screen, and it's going to give you some additional information. Here's some, whoops, now what did I do? Okay, I got to move that guy. Sorry about that. You're going to get instructions, and it's going to give you instructions about this page. Let's say, okay, I'm not really ready to go. Now I'm ready to go. You just hit reset, and then you're counting the bubbles. So that's 1 bubble, 2 bubbles. You click on the tap. 3 bubbles, 4 bubbles, and it's calculating it for you. 5 bubbles, 6 bubbles, and is calculating it for you based on the time and the number of taps. You want to reset, you go ahead and do that. And so then you're going to do it at a variety of increments. Okay, and once you get that, then we're going to go through and you're going to do a graph to depict what you found and how relevant it is. Again, I am here by a K-mail. If you have questions, this is due on Monday at midnight. So consequently, if there's an issue, don't wait until 10 o'clock on Monday night to contact me. Contact me as soon as you can. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am here to help, but we need to have that communication flowing so that we can get everything done in a timely manner. I am still grading. This is Friday. I'm still grading your research projects. Hope to have many of those done over the weekend and into next week as I'll be working with the OGT students testing them. So if you have some issues, contact me. Otherwise, it's Mr. Kabilski signing off. Have a great weekend.